Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I had alluded to and mentioned health concerns or health issues that I'm dealing with in a couple different videos, but I haven't given an update for a little while, so I'm going to give an update. The second round of treatment and the injections in the spine and the neck have been effective, and I do have feeling back in my right foot, which is really awkward. So, what had happened, if you haven't watched the other videos, the other video, I contracted COVID during, of course, well, COVID. No real initial effects of it except for myocarditis. So I had some swelling around the heart that damaged a sinus node. I have a cool little implant in my chest here now, thanks to that. But second bout with COVID, about going on 2 years ago, and you can see that's when I stopped making videos. I had a secondary infection of like meningitis or encephalitis, which, if you're not familiar with that, it is severe swelling in the brain and the spinal column. So they thought it was just COVID. Um, COVID does come along with a pretty killer headache, and luckily it didn't cause further damage, and there's no one to be held accountable for it. I checked off all the boxes for COVID. High fever, headache, XYZ. I tested positive for COVID. They sent me home, and I lost feeling. And these three fingers, I lost sensation, and like a lot of the sensation on the right side. I was having a lot of blurred vision um, in my right eye, and it just kept getting worse to the point where I was around like 165, 175, and went down to about 135, 140. And a lot of trips to the Cleveland Clinic, and those doctors up there are amazing, and they identified that through some scans and some other things, identified that I did have a nice chunk of calcification or bone that had been newly formed within the last period of time in my brain that wasn't there on a scan subsequently. So started having like seizure-like activity. So legally not supposed to really drive, and you have to be like seizure free or no passing out or loss of time for about 6 months. So I haven't been able to hit that mark yet in the last year, so that's fun. But point is getting back out to the range and trying. I had to learn how to shoot again, and when I say that is the best way I can equate it very shortly is like watching a movie. If you watch John Wick, if you watch 13 Hours, you're not going to be able to go out, and even though you've seen that, you have the knowledge of how they're maneuvering, how they're working, the manipulation of the firearms. You're not going to just go be able to put that into practice. Number one, John Wick isn't even John Wick, but anyway, you're not just going to be able to go out and watch shooting videos and then go automatically have that skill set. It takes training, it takes muscle memory. Mine is gone. So one of the things that I've struggled with is with the sensation and the lack of feeling in my right hand. I was overcompensating with my left hand, so I could feel my trigger finger, and then I couldn't feel these last three fingers. So a lot of dry fire practice, a lot of dropping guns. But the one issue I had was if I wasn't looking directly at the object I was picking up, I would drop it. So I'd reach for it, I'd think it was in my hand, and then I'd hear like a thunk. And I wouldn't even realize at first that I had dropped it until like hearing the noise. So through a lot of the PT and some of the treatments, I have regained a lot of the sensation back in my hand, but it's touch and go, literally, though. But I will literally still lose sensation in these three fingers. I still lose vision, like blurred vision, and pretty killer migraines that they haven't really been able to figure out a way to stop yet. But the glasses, that's why these come in handy. And you'll see me wearing these in 90% of my videos, whether I'm outside or inside. And that is because number one, they're ballistic grade. Number two, they have my prescription and lenses in them. I wear glasses normally anyway, but they help with the light sensitivity. And if you've ever had migraines or if you've suffered from them in the past, light is not your friend. So that's basically the gist of it. My stance when I'm shooting rifles, like due to like starting to like get my body back used to feeling everything on my right side, and getting everything working together again, I feel like I'm leaning much further over than I am. So I started overutilizing my left side. I had to replace a lot of my shoes, like so I could feel the inside of my foot, like my big toe, but I couldn't feel the outside, like due to the nerve damage. Um, so like my placement with my legs to me looks really weird. Also, like when I'm standing, I feel again like I'm leaning much more into the rifle than I really am. And then I watch the video, and it's like I'm barely leaning forward. So I'm having to relearn skills that I at one point in time had. You know, I was. You can watch videos from 2 years ago and prior of me shooting, like transitioning targets, hitting steel, shooting AKMs, and being able to manage them like fairly well. And then you watch a video today, and I'm pretty much standing upright like a newbie, like barely leaning forward. You can see the recoil pushing me back, and it's really just I'm having to learn how to do all this shit over again, which is frustrating, but I'm having fun with it. Um, like getting this rifle, something about getting this, and I don't know what it unlocked or why, but something about this particular rifle, I have just had so much fun, like modifying it, messing with it, and enjoying it, and engaging with people on YouTube and on Instagram, and just talking about the AKs again, the history, the gear that comes along with them, the bayonets, like all the cool stuff that, and all the fun stuff that I originally got into them for. So when I got sick, I offloaded so much of my collection. RD70 Meridians, Sam 7K, 105, 106, my AUGs, a lot of guns. I just, anything that was higher end, I just pretty much got rid of. I still have some really nice stuff, don't get me wrong, and I'm very grateful for everything that I still own. But I really wasn't enjoying a lot of those guns. I wasn't having fun with them. It was just like almost like, to honestly, it was almost like a bragging right that I owned it, and I just wasn't having fun with them. I wasn't, my AUG I do miss. I will say that one, but the rest of them, I wasn't enjoying it. It was more just like, cool, I own it. I take it out. I run a few mags through it, and then it really wasn't having fun with it. So something happened. The health thing happened. I had to start getting back into firearms because I love it. I did not want to give up on shooting. I wanted to be able to still shoot. And so I've put a lot of effort into it, and something along the way clicked, and I remembered why I love the AKM and the history behind them, as well as my older like 723, 727s, M16A1 style AR-15s, the Glock, utilitarian, and training with them again and beating the shit out of them. The 1911s, shooting my 1911s again and having to learn how to manage and mitigate. It's just something that sucks to an extent. There's no way around it. It's not fun, but there's something that revitalized. Like I've started to actually enjoy it. Like making these videos has been a crap load of fun. I don't care if I end up getting 10,000 subscribers or if I end up getting 1,000. The people that I'm engaging with and having fun talking to, and people are popping over on my Instagram, it's just worth it. It's fun. That's why I don't do the whole like and subscribe thing. I want you guys to like the videos. I want you to subscribe, but I'm doing it to have fun. I'm doing it to engage with the firearms community and just share some of the fun stuff that I'm doing. And I'm not taking it overly serious anymore. I'm enjoying getting random pieces of gear again that before, the smell of the surplus gear just is fun again. It's not like, oh cool, I got another piece of gear. It's like, hell yeah, I got another piece of gear. Let's talk about it. Let me see what country it came from, where it was used, why it was used. Another bad thing that happened is like from 2022 up until present, there's a lot of things I don't remember, like pictures of my daughter. There's guns that I owned. I apparently at one point in time had a Springfield Greek G3 rifle, and I don't remember owning it. I have the transitional records of getting rid of it. I know it was one of the guns that I offloaded. Don't remember ever owning it. Don't remember ever shooting it whatsoever. I had, some memories with or I don't have the memories, but I have pictures of things and events I did with my daughter that I don't remember, which that one is kind of crappy. That sucks. Wilson Combat, Beretta, no recollection. So transitional records of getting rid of them, which is cool. I sold them all to a gun store. I didn't offload them to individuals. I took them to my friend's own, one of the largest gun stores in the area. I took the entire collection there and was like, look, I don't know what's going to happen, and here's the guns that I want to get rid of. And they bought them out. And I still have some nice things. Don't get me wrong. I still have two. I kept two of my arsenals. I kept my original AKM. I kept my Madi, my AMD65, and some of the other ones I've just been replacing slowly. But that's not the point of it. The point is I'm having fun with it. And even though there are days that are pretty horrible, there are also days that are good and that I'm having fun again. And I'm enjoying this piece of shit. I would not have considered even touching this damn thing 2 years ago. I would have been like, whatever. It's going to be rough. It's an M70. Whatever, buy a new one. Like, get online and get a used ZPAP. I wouldn't even consider buying this thing. Popped up for $579, and I was like, I gotta have it. It's a contractor rifle. It's got a cool history behind it. I want it. And I've had more fun and have enjoyed shooting this rifle more than I ever did like the RD70. And that's don't get me wrong. I would take a Rifle Dynamics gun again in a heartbeat. Because they're amazing guns. They're great builders. There's some other boutique, like custom built AKMs that I got rid of at the time. And the AUG's probably the one that I'm going to say I want to get another one of. But my original, it doesn't matter. But I'm having fun again. Is the point. So there's the health update. That's what I'm dealing with. That's why the stance, like some of the feedback that I get, I'm just like, cool. I'll take it. One of the things, like when you see me like drinking coffee, which I do frequently on videos, you'll see like the two fingers up. It's not because I'm being fancy and you drink with your pinky. It's like my brain still doesn't recognize like that those fingers are working again now. So it's just an old habit to make sure I was gripping something. So you'll see me use these three fingers a lot when picking up stuff. And that's why it's the brain takes time. The neurological pathways, they take time to heal. My background is in clinical counseling. I'm an independently licensed clinician. I am a mental health director. I'm a clinical director for a mental health agency, co-occurring treatment for addiction, SUD disorders, substance use disorders, and mental health counseling. So I have a background enough to understand what happened to my brain, but not enough to enjoy it. It still pretty much sucks, but it's very interesting. Anyway, that's the update. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. Have fun. Go out and enjoy your shit. Enjoy your gear. Enjoy what you spent your money on. Whether you buy a Wasser or you bought, okay, don't go buy a Century, but enjoy your Wasser. Enjoy your M70. If it's headspace and it's safe, dude, enjoy it. It's your money, and you spent your money on what you wanted. And everything, there's a stupid cliche saying that everything you have right now is at one point in time everything you wanted. And there is a lot of validity to that statement. So even if you have the most badass AK that you've ever wanted in your life right now, go to your safe, pick out your Wasser 10 or your Bushmaster AR-15 and pick up your Daniel Defense and remember why you ever wanted to get the next gun in the first place. Trust me, just do it. It'll hit home. You'll remember why. And if you don't remember why, take that gun back out and shoot it, because hopefully something will click. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, burning desires, or trash talking, have fun with it. Throw it out in the video. I love that stuff. And that's it.